pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please make sure you silence your phones and know that we are being recorded. Everybody's silent. Record. Record. Thank you. This thing doesn't like me. There we go. Okay. Do we have any public comments? You're here. Oh, hi, honey. You like nothing?
I'm by myself.
Okay. Nothing?
I got nothing.
Song and dance, maybe? No? Okay. All right.
Maybe
Well, thanks for
Bring
coming.
us
Me
cookies or
too.
something like
I
that.
know, right? I should. Yeah, you want me to bake cookies up.
All right. We'll work
Before we
back.
go any further, since it's public comment time,
Yes.
the questions and the information that was put out last week by Mr. Brunemer about my wife's business,
Okay.
is it a good time to comment? Since everybody wants transparency?
You can comment, absolutely.
Okay, everybody out there on Facebook, our mayor and the Brunemers. My wife owns the Coffin Bean. I do not. Everywhere she parks at is private property. Any borough property she uses, she's got papers signed and approved. Everything she's licensed for through the Board of Health and the state are all approved, licensed and insured. Everything is copied in the office. Where we park over here is considered, Brenda, how do you, what do they call that car?
It's residential.
Commercial, it's, so, what do they call it?
Residential.
No, it's not residential. It's residential slash commercial. It's, split use, what's it called?
That's multi-use, which would be, it's different from the actual zoning map.
Because it had to be zoned that way when I moved my business in there.
Does she still own it? Like, it's owned by, who's the landlord for that property?
Costa.
Yeah,
Glen Marshall.
yeah.
Yeah. Mixed use is what it's called.
That is an R2, but you spoke of a variance at the time you.
Right.
So it's still zoned as R2. But it might be a mixed use.
It is, well, that's what the variance says. What we have to do, get a copy of the variance, or what's?
To
I
settle
think that
everything,
would
yeah,
be
All right, well, then what, you gotta dig that up in the office?
Okay.
Then, yeah,
Did we ever
what's it?
sign the papers though, the signed
Talking about it
papers
being
for
parked there,
the
not
permission
actually
to park
having
on
it
there?
open
Cause I
there.
know we couldn't find the
Yeah.
one from Stanford's.
Yeah,
We didn't,
but
did
she's
you
got the
find the
one from
papers from
Stanford's.
The one
Stanford's?
from Stanford's
You
is
found the
here.
Stanford one?
You got a new one.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And I'm sorry, Jared, what were you saying?
I was saying it to park there or actually have it opened in the alley and having cars come through the alley, but.
See, that was part of our issue too, cause people were driving up to go
Yeah, I
through
mean, it's
there.
by the Borough building,
You
the
drive
bus
through
stop.
every
I mean,
town
all
on the
that
street
stuff.
to get to a business. Same difference, and there's nothing that's blocked. They're
That,
completely in a parking lot.
that is a big
Yeah, but the
difference.
alley's like the drive-through for the business,
Yeah.
not
No,
actually.
she's far enough back that any car that goes up there is in our parking lot.
That's not true, Mark. Even down here when we
You've
had the
seen where that thing
discussion.
sits.
I
I can
know.
park 2 cars sideways between it
Well,
and the
first
street,
of all, you are on part of Corey's property.
which I have
too.
permission for. I'll get you a letter if you want it,
Okay, because
because
we.
my wife and him worked that all out.
Well, then we need a letter, cause I was told no. I'm just going that there was not, but just my issue with this down here is the same thing when people are parking to pull up. Now listen, I want your business to thrive. And I just said, you have permission to park on Stanford, and I just asked your wife to pull back 6 feet so people don't block that roadway. This is what started a lot of it too, and that's why, let me finish. And that's why that all started with the construction work and that, because you're blocking the road. It's still a highway, it's still a roadway, the fire trucks still have to get down. That's where the complaint came in, let me finish, from the fire truck. A lot of this would have been diverted if you just would have pulled back, and then they could have pulled up on the parking lot. It's a simple fix for that part. I'm not sure what you're gonna do about this part, but her screaming at me and stuff like that, that's unnecessary.
From the screaming that you did to her, I think it was tit for tat, so I don't even
I
wanna hear
didn't
about
scream at
that.
her. I didn't say raise my voice at all.
Well,
Not
the
one
things
bit.
that you said to her, but we're
I
not
didn't say
getting
That's
anything to
not
her.
what should be discussed here now,
Right,
that's
exactly.
personal.
I didn't say
It's
anything to
personal.
her anyways,
It's
nothing.
personal. Now, if you wanna back
You're
up
making
a
stories
little
up.
bit, that's not a problem. But I can't see what your problem is with fire trucks and all that, cause most traffic we see through there are dog walkers and an occasional people, or an occasional,
It's still the
Car-
roadway. You can't make excuse just for you, just because it's you.
Mhm.
Mark, you can roll your eyes as much as you want. It's,
we have not had one
there's
complaint.
reasons why we have ordinances. There's reasons why there are state laws, state issues. It's for everybody. Just because you're on council, doesn't make it right for you,
It didn't make
doesn't
right.
make it right for you to have this special privileges. And that's what people are complaining about, because you take advantage of, yeah, I'm just telling you what is said. I'm not.
I do, all these people that are saying, let's have them say it
I
on
think
record.
this
These
ought-
guys,
They have
it's all
said it.
hearsay.
All right,
Excuse
one
me.
at a time.
I think this ought to be carried out other than here. You
Yeah,
two
this is
go
what
to
this
each
is.
other.
This is what a council meeting's for.
This is why,
Yeah.
because nobody's getting it done, because it's all hush hush behind this. This is an issue, Ken. This is an issue. And
You wanna
you know-
drive her out of time too? Go for it.
see, that's
that's-
what gets you in trouble.
Don't get me in trouble, I'm just telling you the truth.
No,
You were great at running businesses out of time.
I don't
Well,
run any
listen.
business out of
This
town.
is an problem. That, like,
Really?
I've heard
That's-
enough.
We're done.
That's, until you can speak civil,
I'm
Word.
civil. But that's why
Take a
the
deep
ordinances
breath.
are the way they are. I mean, that's why we have them.
it's absolutely why they are here and in place. And you said you were speaking on for your wife, she owns the business.
Right.
Then maybe we should have her come in.
No, everybody's been
Next month.
accusing me of owning it and trying to get away with stuff.
Okay.
I'm not.
But she can come into the next meeting and speak during the public comment.
If you want her to, I'll make sure she's here.
Okay, then everyone can be involved.
Fine.
Do we have anything else to add to this?
There you go.
Since we're speaking about what Scott said at the last meeting, he had mentioned 3 or 4 different things. Does anybody have anything?
Pinpoint.
Yeah, I don't get on Facebook to know what all he says.
The fence ownership, no, this was at the meeting, here,
Oh, he
The
said
fence
something
cannot
about,
be, the fence
Yeah,
cannot
we
be
said we'd
discussed,
get
it's
back
still
to
in
it.
court.
okay?
I can
And
address
then,
it.
no,
Okay.
no, I'm just, he brought it up, so
No.
I wanna
And we're
address
still in
everything
public
that was
comment,
brought up.
absolutely.
That was one thing, and then, I don't know, I guess it
Oh, here it is.
then it was the borough spending, that's it.
Okay. You wanted to comment on the fence?
Only that the matter is currently at the Commonwealth Court level. The borough filed the eminent domain, was granted by the Court of Common Pleas. 400 and some odd days later, they filed an appeal. So our lower court dismissed the appeal, and then they took an appeal to the Commonwealth Court, and that's where it's sitting now.
I
There's
just
no
didn't
way-
wanna address one thing.
There's no way we can get a cease and desist all this, these things.
And that means that
Or
they
harassment
still own
charges.
that property, the borough does not.
No, the borough is the owner of it. They're taking exception to the decision. On record, we're the owner, but they're taking exception to it.
So what's that mean? They're just denying it? I'm closing my eyes, you can't see me, we still
They're
want it.
appealing the dismissal of their preliminary objections.
Oh.
It really gets far into the weeds with the appeals process, but as of right now, according to the Court of Common Pleas decision, eminent domain was granted to the borough. What's been stayed is our ability to do anything after that. Pay them the compensation, remove and relocate the fence, that's all been stopped for right now.
Oh, but we still own it.
The property itself we do, yes.
Okay.
Anything else? Anyone?
For public comments, no?
Yeah, still in public comments. Okay, we move forward to meeting minutes. We need approval of the minutes for January 27th.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for January 27th.
I'll second.
All approved?
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, moving forward. Solicitors report.
For your consideration this evening is as requested, is a draft of a proposed off-road vehicle ordinance for the borough and an ordinance establishing fees for the appointed tax collector. I have requested of the president an opportunity to speak to you in executive session to give you an update on the litigation that's ongoing.
I can't hear him.
I believe we're going to have that executive session, if my understanding is correct.
Yes.
So I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have that going on that stuff.
Okay.
That's it.
That ordinance is, I don't mean to be rude. It's bad, I mean, it's gonna open up a can of worms for people to
Right.
come flying at us. We need to, yeah, it's.
Rein it in.
Yeah, we need to make it more.
I think it's gonna be a public safety issue also, because everybody likes, you know, you give them an inch, they like to take them out.
Right, that's, we
You know
have to
what I
be
mean?
more specific and zero in on that, everything.
Did everyone get to read the entire thing?
Oh, yeah, I printed it out and
Okay.
highlights over there.
Yeah, I do too.
My questions, so, I mean, it's just because of the way our town works, it's nothing against you, it's just the way our town works, that they're gonna find that little place to
Oh,
dig
they're
in,
gonna find a
and yeah,
loophole.
there's too many.
No, it's
Right.
only there for your discussion.
Right.
It can be
It's a
changed,
start, it's a
amended,
template.
thrown out,
Yes,
absolutely.
that's what I figured, it was just a template.
Yep, no pride or ownership there.
Okay,
You do need to act on
But we
the
do need
tax
the
collector.
tax collector, yes.
yes,
That's an imperative.
yes. This is, and this is, what's your bill
You'll
this
find it
month?
was a last minute addition to your packet.
That's a couple of months,
Okay.
yeah.
What's that? How quickly is that explained?
And I can tell you why.
I know,
Now, do we need to,
I
It's a resolution, yes. You
Yes.
need a motion and a,
we need a motion to approve.
I know.
I'll make a motion to approve the, resolution of the Borough of Apollo, Armstrong County, certain fees to appointed Apollo Borough tax collector.
I will second that.
Everyone in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
that's all I have.
Alright,
Okay.
so we'll keep going now.
Sorry for getting all the time back.
Okay.
These are gonna be posted where, on our website? The fees and all that?
There's no reason why we can't.
Okay.
Yeah, and she'll probably have them on hers as well, I would assume.
Okay. I just wanna know, if somebody asks me where can I find that, I'm gonna get it told them.
I'll reach out to the girl who handles the website and ask her to post those. Okay.
Okay, nothing more. Engineering report.
Do we have to do invoices?
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Wait,
jumped the
wait.
gun.
Wait, don't make this mayor's report.
No, we didn't do the solicitors.
No, I need the solicitor's invoice
I
approval.
think my heart attack said about that.
Yeah, that's what got me all, cause you're over there making a ruckus.
And
Too silly. Do we have a motion to approve the invoice?
I will make the motion to approve that invoice.
Yes, I have.
I can't. Everyone approve.
Aye.
Any nays?
Simply through.
Just leave. Just, you're done.
Better Saturday night.
These are I told you, I'm here for the humor.
I know.
I'm being like this, but it's mostly
Oh, yeah.
litigations and stuff like
Oh,
that,
there's
it's
no
not all the
question.
little back and forth stuff, it's legit.
You have,
Okay.
you have about a year's worth of regular old borough stuff and then it all hit the fan again.
We'll just start condensing.
We tried, honestly, we do.
Moving forward, people,
Okay.
engineering report. Do we have one?
No, we have
No. All right. Well, everything seems to be going.
Is that total with engineering right here?
Okay, I need to explain something about this bill.
Okay.
Yes, it is, oops, I'm still stuck on spots.
That's what we're doing.
Okay,
Engineering.
yes, the engineer's total is, including, something that you're gonna see, a project that we paid that we need to pay $3,000, I think it is. What the heck is it? Yeah, it's $3,185, and I have been on the
Okay.
phone back and forth with Dawn quite a few times. Apparently, they had some billing issues. This work was for 9th Street evaluation, and it was completed in July of last year, but it's not yet been paid.
For sure it's not been paid, we do it back and check.
Through a
Jeez.
vehicle.
Okay. Alright, that's understandable.
And I've had Dawn check as well, so
Was the billing on our part or their part?
they billed
They.
us.
Their part?
Yeah.
But they have had several, people in the billing position writing out the invoices, and apparently this was skipped. We paid Dawn for the portion of the work that he did on that particular project, which is 18101. If you look at these papers, they're broken down by phases, by projects. So what Dawn was paid for was his portion of 18101. There was this other guy, Joseph Palaki, who did, he was doing property and drawing plans and just all kinds of,
Okay. That's from August.
so unfortunately,
We owe them.
that was a little bit of a surprise.
Okay. Then we need a motion to pay.
I'll make a motion
engineers.
to pay the engineer invoices.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Okay. Karen, do you have anything?
I do, but I need to, it's executive, unless, would you like to say anything? You good? Everything to say?
Why don't we just have a summary of the last 2 months if we'd like to just hear briefly.
Sure.
So, everybody knows we're with limited manpower at the time, hoping to fill somebody in here sooner or later. But just to give you an idea of how things have been going so far, we're already up to, when I get done with tonight, it'll be 55 calls since January 1st. To put that in perspective, my other department runs 24/7 with 6 full-time officers, and we're only at 350. So, yeah, so we're a little busy. There's been, and again, I can't give you a specific number because I don't have the time to get them in the computer right now to tally them up. We've had multiple traffic citations issued. We've had several parking tickets issued, mostly over parking issues that have come up or that have been observed by the officers, not necessarily called in, but those have been taken care of. And again, those all stuff to get into the computer. I'll get you the numbers eventually if you'd like them. And in addition, the sewer citations are done. Tonight will be the last of them, and then on to garbage next, which unfortunately takes an inordinate amount of time to do, but we're trying to figure out how to shorten that time for us. In addition, the department firearms that were ordered and we received by donation just this past year should be in sometime in mid-March. I expect for us to be qualified and have them on the road with 2 weeks of getting them. Not anything more than we've ever had before. It's just now they're owned and controlled by the borough, which makes things easier for us overall. We're not dealing with any private firearm issues and whatnot, and eventually I'd like to take care of that with the other equipment we have. I'm in the process of replacing both computers and the cars. Again, I don't order something else until something else is paid and taken care of. So it's taking a little bit of the time, but I'm trying to do it, make it easier for things for me and Brenda to track. But through donations, generously given, I don't know what to say. So,
Again,
by donations generously given, once again, we're able to replace both computers here. I expect within, I already have one, hopefully gonna have the next one here within a month or so, and, we're right on par with having some fantastic equipment available. So,
For a fantastic town, and fantastic people.
trying to get things taken care of as best we
Looking
can,
forward.
so,
Good job.
other than that,
Thanks.
about it.
And you said you're gonna wait for him?
executive.
Okay, thank you. Public Safety Committee, Mark,
We had, like I said at the last meeting, we did have another officer in here that both of our officers know, picked up the paperwork for employment. Nothing's been returned yet. Officer Romanelli said he'd reach out to him to find out what's going on. And, with some of the things that Brenda came up with today, talking to, Mr. Pittman, as far as money that's available when police departments join together, there is money available, and North Apollo is still interested in talking to us. And the only thing that's holding us back right now is having an additional officer.
just a body.
Right, North Apollo already knows what the price is gonna cost them, which is basically going to match what ours is for the coverage and everything. But once we get a little more information about the officer and, you know, what can transpire, then we can change, or, you know, move forward with that.
So with the information we got from Brenda, we need to find the officer and then we could possibly.
Well, if we get the officer, that we can then talk to North Apollo to get an agreement put together.
Nice.
Then we can inform Pittman's office of what our needs are, because there are grants and stuff that they will put together to help us to facilitate doing all that. I mean, basically what he told us was,
Yeah.
he didn't agree with all the major, conglomerations of police departments, which they're having trouble with. But the state is now seeing that it's in the best interest of joint communities joining together, just to have, you know, one or two groups together, as opposed to large conglomerations where there's always friction between who wants to run what and
Yeah.
how it goes. And after going through those meetings for a year and what transpired with that, we all decided it wasn't worth it.
Who in North Apollo wants us? The council or the mayor?
I've been talking to Rocco about it.
Okay, I think it would be a good job if he would come down and talk to us about it, talk to.
I think we need to have a.
Well, sooner or later, we
A
will have
public
to.
meeting about it, instead of just.
What
one
was
person.
what was holding the whole thing up initially was he wanted Kiski to be part of it as well. And like we all decided at the last meeting that we had when we were trying to put the group together, Kiski is not, their police department is nothing but problem. And if they were to get involved, we don't want, including our officers, they don't wanna be involved. So it's North Apollo and Apollo, or it's not at all.
No, we're not going to extend to parks in Gilpin or, no, Gilpin's with South Allegheny, like parks.
Right, and none of it was initially designed to try and put those all together.
Okay, just.
And what they were putting it together was, they had a breakdown of how many officers from each department would be
Yeah, I was
on
at the
what
meetings.
department. Well, yeah, you were there for a couple of them. And as it turns out, there were, like Kiski, they wanted more control of everything because they were bigger, they had more money, and it just tired everybody to where things were gonna go.
Okay.
That's all I have there.
The senator just stated that for the borough itself, who oftentimes try to, run a police department on its own, they weren't able to sustain themselves. So he recommended and didn't say anything per se about one of these divisions that we've been talking about, that if there's a partnership, then there are funds available.
And North Apollo's okay with this?
Right, now, the advantage we have, and the financial advantage we have, if we partnership with North Apollo, we are actually providing a service to them. so nothing changes. The police cars and stuff stay the same. We can add North Apollo on it, which doesn't mean anything, because the officers are from Apollo. If you get into a joint group with like 6 different police departments, you have to have new uniforms, all the police cars have to be matched. You spend so much money just putting that conglomeration together before you
That's
can
part of
even.
the one-time deal, it's not like it's extra.
It is a one-time deal, but it's a very costly deal.
Like they wanted how much, 110,000 off of us, something like that?
Yeah, they
But
wanted.
that was all we had to pay, that included salaries, that included all their trainings, that included all their equipment, that included gas, that included insurance, that included everything.
But one by one
So
is,
now we're paying, I'm just saying, maybe if we could get like parks too, like a bigger,
No,
get some more
I
money, I don't know.
no,
I don't
no,
see that being a feasible.
no.
Okay, 'cause when
I mean,
first-
look at it this way, it's basically like the fire departments. If you
Yes.
try to put all 3 of them together, it's gonna be a constant fight for who wants to be in
Who's
control
gonna be
and what's
top
going on.
I
If you
just-
have 2 and they're hired, we're hired to take care of them, then we control the situation.
The first time I was elected to council, in between being elected and actually starting in January to be an organization meeting, we had a big meeting up in Apollo, and we had Darren there, and we had Bridget there, and we had other county member people there, about how it's better to work together, we get better grants, and they simply refused. And I just wondered why they had this change of heart, because they said, no, we're not gonna do it, and it worked with Apollo. So I wanted to know who
Well,
wants
just
to
like
work
us,
with
it's a whole new world, it's a whole new council.
Would you be opposed to having a joint public safety committee meeting with North Apollo?
I think
If
that'd
we
be a
get
fantastic-
something, we have to get something started with an additional police officer before we do. Because, I mean, 2 gentlemen are spread thin as it is now,
Absolutely.
and we're gonna double the size of our patrol area. Now, we've got all the cars, we've got all the equipment, everything's all ready
They're
to
not
go.
going to like money.
And like they
No, I didn't know
already
the
stated,
exchange.
they're through North Apollo on a regular basis. I mean, how many times a day do you guys go through North Apollo? And they want presence seen, which we're, around there all the time. I mean, they have to fight with Kiski just to have, 1 police car show up.
Right.
And the difference between response time from here to there as opposed from Kiski
Yeah, right.
down
Oh,
to
yeah,
here.
'cause they could be clear out by Borough Township,
Yeah,
cause that's where the line is, where,
Can I make a
Yes.
suggestion, maybe sum
Okay.
this up a little bit for you? So, sitting through some of that went on last year with the regionalization talks and everything else, and having negotiated, I don't know how many contracts in my 30 years now, I would suggest that perhaps you pick a few people from both places, decide that you're interested, number 1, in talking, and number 2, simply sit down and start, involving the officers, so you get all aspects of it
yes.
from day one. Because that's part of the problem they ran into down there, was they did not involve the officers from
I
day
think
one.
that was one of the key things why they destroyed that, because a lot of the departments forbade their officers from coming to the meeting to find out what was going on
Well,
until the last minute.
we'll never get in, well, that's true, unfortunately. But, we're not gonna get any further than they ever did without sitting down and putting on paper
Yes,
what you expect,
yes.
what you'd like, and where your problems are. Till we eliminate the 3 of those, this is not going to go anywhere, unfortunately.
Excellent
And
idea.
I'll be more than happy to contribute time to do that, just let me know.
I was just getting information, I wasn't fighting you, I just didn't
No, no.
know. So I
I'm
just
just
wanted to
listening,
know.
yeah, I'm trying to listen.
Yeah, that's, I was confused and now I'm not. About that.
So, yeah.
We are,
Being nice.
we are a team.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, nothing more for public safety. Secretary Treasurer's report.
I have nothing additional to add other than I have been involved with just about everything you guys are talking about tonight, so.
Sounds good to me.
I'm paying
She's
bills.
been paying bills
We
like
only
that.
have 2 in Florida right now.
She's a busy bee.
You're doing a great job, I keep telling you that.
Has everyone had a chance to look over the monthly
Most
expenses?
of them, yes.
We need a motion to pay those.
Make a motion.
I got stuck on a word.
I'll make a motion to pay the monthly expenses.
I'll second it.
Everyone agreed?
Aye.
Any nays?
The finance, committee and I have a meeting scheduled for next Tuesday to try to simplify what I have discovered as a, I can't think of the right word for it.
Nonsense?
Yeah, well, that's a good one,
Repetitive
nonsense, yes.
Okay.
We have a system called QuickBooks, which tabulates where everything's coming and going. And just to pay one of the outstanding bills that we have, there are 4 transactions involved within QuickBooks to get it done. There is an account sitting there that is empty, that's bouncing back and forth literally every month from $22,000 to $24,000.
Yeah.
And its sole purpose is to pay one of these bills, when we could easily use the active account that we have and just, I don't know.
That
the name
helps
of
with
it.
transparency if we are
Yeah,
following a
it's
straight line, all this bouncing
Would that-
around is
Would
not
that
good.
have been something the bank would have set up?
The bank didn't set it up because the bank thought it was loco.
They didn't even, they were like,
Wow.
what?
They brought
I
it to
called
your
her.
attention, right?
No, I
She bought it.
called them and I said, you know, why would this even be set up this way? This doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
I said, this increases the ability for mistakes to happen as well.
Mm-hmm.
So can't we simplify this? She said, I don't know why anybody would set this up like this.
And that's was set up how long ago?
The one, I think 2012,
Yeah.
so it's been like that since, was it 2012?
I believe so, yes. Yep.
So it's always been there, we always had
Yeah,
that.
it just,
So when we were like really, really struggling, it was there and we couldn't use it, we didn't know where to find it.
didn't even know what it was. So we will figure it
If
out.
I go back 5 years in QuickBooks, it's between 22 and 24, repeatedly, on the date, to the penny, every day.
I'm glad you found that. Once again, you're doing a great job, Brenda.
I'm telling you, she's
You are on the ball.
diving in the books.
Oh, the blood just throw money.
Oh, throw money. She'll take some. I got.
Let me get a picture, Mitch.
All right. So, anything else, Tim?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Well, Public Works and Streets.
Wait, pay the bills.
Yeah, we gotta pay
Oh, you
that.
did that? I'm
You
sorry.
already paid the bill.
Hit me with the gavel.
Sorry.
Cause you rolled right off it and jumped right in. All right, Public Works. Got anything? You got nothing? No. Well, I have to add, you're doing an amazing job. Listen, all that snow's gone with a little help of sunshine. Poof.
Couldn't do it the next day.
But I know.
We just
other
did a
than
big
that-
umbrella over Polo now, so it doesn't.
Yeah, no, Ron, I mean, that's a big work, and you guys, you two did fantastic.
I do have one thing I wanna bring up.
Yes.
How about we bring back the leaf cleanup in the fall?
I didn't touch your phone. No, I didn't.
Clean up the borough dump a little bit and bring back the leaf cleanup in the
We
fall?
don't, Ron right now, if you call him, he'll come with the, you take him out to the street,
Okay.
you call him, he'll come with the vacuum and.
The last I know, we didn't do it no more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, they won't do it for yard.
Goes on.
No, I understand that.
I didn't know that.
I just know back in the day, they used to come around with the truck and just,
Get the kids out there something, put them in the house, make a call.
Yeah, I know that.
We clean up in the
Okay.
fall too,
He
because
said it
it's
should be on
part
the
of
books.
the, requirements for MS4. We need to get those leaves off the street before they enter the drain and go in.
Right.
Yes, right. Does that count as MS4?
okay, good to know.
What's that?
Does that count as MS4, get sucking up the leaves? Is that part of the
Yeah,
law?
but how do you,
It's
I'm not
in-
collecting leaves for MS4.
It's in the
It's
report.
almost impossible.
Like I said, the
We
report
do that, but it's not
So that's still, that's a good,
quantity.
that's a start for us then.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
check.
Ron, were you hear anything on the old dump truck?
He believes it's the safety switch
Okay.
for the clutch.
Oh, so they've looked at it then?
Yeah, he has
Okay.
looked at it, he's just making sure that's exactly what it was, or what it is. You know, you've seen the wiring up in there.
Yeah.
It's a mess. He did tell me.
You know, if you feed the mice in your garage down your better, they wouldn't chew.
Well, I've been killing them, trust me.
Can we put that out maybe on the website?
Or somewhere, so it's there.
That we're gonna, to remind,
Yeah.
push the leaves to the curb so
To
that
the
you
curb.
can
Cause I think at least twice.
get up
I've
at
brought
4
it up
o'clock in the
meeting
morning
and
and
like,
just collect those leaves.
put it out in the public.
You want to contact her about that as well and put it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's doing my website?
Oh.
But they have to call the garage or the office, cause I don't have time to drive around looking for leaves.
Right.
If they call the garage or the office.
Can I put them out one at a time and call you each time?
Oh, yeah.
Is her daughter-in-law? Is her daughter-in-law? She never said that when we voted to,
She wasn't then.
Okay. Anything else on streets? Moving on to property and planning committee.
That would be me. Good race. Starting here. Well, first of all, and I may have to enlist Christina in some of this because she's on the zoning board and I'm not. But we did have that meeting on the 4th and it went very well, I think. I think it's a step in the right direction. We came up with a list, this is the wrong paper.
You want this one?
Look at my list. There are 5 variances, or 5 conditions for the variances.
For the 4th variance.
Which is the parking one, that they have to follow. And Trey agreed to follow them. They are listed here, so the project is moving forward. Small step, but it is moving forward.
They're short, what, 10 spots? With
Um,
the new ordinance.
Yes,
yes, so 10?
10.
Yes, 10.
how many was it?
Now, the state, if you're at the meeting, requires 1.25 spots per apartment. They were doing 1.5 and there was a problem that everybody was saying they're gonna park in their halls, they're gonna do this. So they went up to they lowered, there's no 3-bedroom apartments anymore, and they have a smaller number of apartments. So now we're at 1.75 spots per apartment. And like I said, my stepmother lives at the one across from Camping World. Most of the people do not have cars. I mean, how many elderly people do you know with 2 cars in their garage anymore that both drive? I had contacted several of the other buildings that they have. None of them are at full capacity on parking. None of the ones in this part of Pennsylvania and Columbus, Ohio are at capacity with parking. It's just something that's really not the big issue it was meant to be. I think we're gonna be okay with it. They agreed to have stickers for those cars.
Yes.
So even if they do park in front of the street, which legally they can, with the state of Pennsylvania, but we can go up and say, hey,
You have a spot provided for
you have a spot provided, could you leave this spot for the resident? So I think that's good, because that's tax money to our town, that's a lot of tax money coming to our town. It is not subsidized, the government does not pay their rent. It's, $30,000 to $60,000 is the median that they're looking at for families to live there. So it's not a welfare place, it's, you have to pay, they do go by your income. Like, I'm a perfect resident, with my social security I start in September, when I turn 60, with that and my job, the hours that I'm allowed to work, I make about $58,000 a year. Perfect for me to move in, my son's away to college, that's what they're looking for, they're not looking, they have to take, I'm gonna say this, if somebody has a voucher, the law says they have to take it.
But they also.
But they
have
can't
to
just
be
say, I
clear.
wanna live here, they have to exhaust the other possibilities first, which would be the high rise, the Section 8, landlords that we have in town, they just can't say, well, this is nice, but I wanna live here. They exhausted. As well as the county has once we career again, they're willing to help pave our streets around that building, if we put it in there. Senator Pittman's very excited about the same property planning meeting. Very excited the fact that we are doing this with this. It shows that we are trying to make forward progress because we were stagnant for many, many years in this town.
Perfect.
So if he's happy, he's gonna be signing up some money to us, so. Cause so far he's gave us nothing. It's all been Wade, is it Wade? The other one? Who's the other guy?
I'm sorry?
Who's the other senator?
Pat?
No, that's he's
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Senator Wade.
I've only dealt with Senator Pittman.
Yeah, he has turned us down for every grant. And the other one has come back through and signed it. It's what we got for 9th Street, if you look at the paperwork, it wasn't signed by Pat, and nothing was signed by
Okay.
Okay, that's what I have on that. That is good. I'm very, very, very happy that that's moving forward. Gonna give our town some money for some matches for some, better grants. Because right now we have no match money. And the second thing I have is the solar field update. We are waiting on the interconnection from Harrisburg. That was pushed back because of the budget issues. And then, actually the company sold that we were working with. But the new owners are very interested in keeping it up. They kept the same, like Jim Rogers, the guy I was working with, he went with the set, he's with them still. He's very happy, they wanna come down and they wanna look at the site, and possibly get that ball rolling. But that's also rent money that we could use for anything. That is not earmarked for Circuit Park, we can use it in this.
Oh, nice.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Diane. Alright. Public relations, everyone got in their packet, there's a 90th anniversary for the St. Patrick's Day flood, which the Apollo Area Historical Society is hosting. Take a look at that. Are they putting any flyers around town? This is like really interesting. Like I'm gonna go down.
They mailed,
Have they done it already? They're gonna do a walkthrough.
I want to talk to the historical society and see if they mind if we put this.
The library, we have a public, at the library now, public bulletin board out front.
Okay.
Besides St. Vincent de Paul, they'll
Yeah.
put anything out we asked them to.
And they're gonna show a new.
And when I was on the events,
You can also buy them maybe.
when I was on the events.
How was that one?
Excuse me, everyone.
Where they're gonna book the,
Good chief,
The
good
light
chief.
and the moon.
go on second.
Boxes, if we make copies,
Yeah,
boxes, we put them in every pizza box about the movies. They're very
I'm
good.
gonna, I
I know, it's right
actually
next to
will
the
call,
Cause we can even have pages somehow.
yes,
Have you ever been in?
and ask if she wants to drop them off at Foster's.
Yeah, as soon as we'll go.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'm like super.
Mhm, on the left side.
The historical society, I'm not using my.
I guess I'm making copies.
They're like some photographers, banners and stuff.
Okay.
This one is, the sad part is, and I'm talking to Alan all the time, there's fewer and fewer people in there to volunteer to do stuff.
Yeah.
They've run out of room now,
Historical Society?
Yeah,
we're
they're,
hiding stuff all over the place,
Right.
it's getting sad, but
they're amazing. I wanted a picture of Apollo, an aerial from way back for a Christmas present for somebody whose house was way back then. And Alan got it for me. And, I mean, he got it blown up too for me, and I said,
there is a ton of aerial photography from all of that downstairs. It's
Yeah.
map rolled up in the map room and stuff, there's tons of that stuff. If
Yeah,
anybody
I
wants
was
to.
giving it away outside. I didn't do that.
Well, no, I mean, you can get down and make a copy of it if you had to.
And he made a nice, they went to Kinko's or wherever.
Okay, the other thing I have is, public relations and events.
No, I know that, but where am I at, so I'm saying. I had to find the page.
We were gonna do an Easter egg hunt, but I truthfully believe that there is no way that Grove is gonna be in any position to have an Easter egg hunt. Those kids will just turn into a big mud wrestling fest. And I'm not all about trying to, no.
I don't have to watch it.
Why don't we do this at Grove?
She just said that.
Oh, I thought you meant down there.
Now, isn't Methodist Church?
Huh?
The Grove's too money.
Oh, they're kids.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want
Not my
parents
kids.
sending me the laundry bill. So instead, what was brought to my attention and possibility and what we're gonna go for, we're just gonna wait till April and do a spring fling up at the building. Let the kids have activities, they can go, we want to have them paint rocks and make one of those big snakes that goes the whole length of the fence. See how many kids we can get involved. Preschool, elementary.
That's good, because not everybody's Christian.
Exactly.
Really, there's a lot of
So,
non-Christians.
you know,
in
treat
town.
bags, just let the kids go up, have a good time, go in, arts, crafts, play outside with a parachute like you used to do in gym class.
I mean, after parachutes were veteran lessons. you know.
Okay, just checking. And as far as the soldiers and sailors building, I was going to discuss the AC and heating unit, but we have one more bid we would like to get, before we can move forward on discussing that any further, so I'm just gonna side table that for the moment.
Can I call Pastor Erica?
Honey, you can get any bid you want.
No, this
Any
is different,
bid.
no, this is
Okay.
back to the last thing.
Yeah.
She's the one from the league that, Jen actually, and I used to volunteer for, from the Free Methodist Church that did Easter egg hunts up there.
Okay.
And then she didn't do it last year, cause we did it. But like all the church brings roasters of soup, and they have sandwiches for the kids, so I'll just tell her, we're not doing one, go ahead and they can do it again.
Yeah.
They pay for the building, they do, they pay the deposit, everything for the building.
If they want to, but everybody else in the valley's doing an Easter egg hunt that day. Cause Easter is very
And
early
they
this
give you a
year.
free sandwich and soup.
Wait, they pay? We don't,
Huh?
we don't waive the fee for that?
They kinda quit waiving the fees for some reason, I don't know why. They even charge for the, first responders picnic.
That's all I have for you.
Okay, well, bless you then.
Other business, the Borough building. You said you did get a key returned today?
I got a key returned from Jared.
So,
Diane may still have a key. Dina still has a key. I don't know how many keys were originally issued. I have 3 spares in that office.
this is an issue that needs to be resolved.
Yeah, there's also people.
I have a
coming in
suggestion.
That are on
Okay,
council
so,
blocking our back door.
Why don't we just change the locks again and issue new keys?
That
We can
cannot be
issue-
duplicated.
That
Yes,
cannot
with
be
a stamp that
duplicated.
says do not
Okay.
duplicate.
Do
Right.
we,
I think that,
We got all new council, mostly all new council, but I think that'd be the right way to go.
I agree with that. Do we need a motion to
do
do
we
that?
need a motion?
Yes, I make a
Can we
motion.
duplicate that, or change that lock back there for that?
That one's just a regular one,
We
isn't it?
can't change that lock back there.
The whole.
You have to change the whole
The
mechanism.
whole
Yeah.
thing, the
And
handle.
I think that needs to be done, because there are people who have keys out there that are not on council that should not be in the
There's no
building.
accounting for it is what scares me.
So,
Are we starting,
are
we
we,
can't account for that?
Really. That's a necessary expense we need to do.
Absolutely.
okay, make them, who would like to make that
I'll make the
motion?
motion to buy new locks for the Borough building with new keys.
My second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays?
Jamie
Yes, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Mentioned about if there was any possibility that the council would consider like an intercom for the front door. Instead of leaving it open at all times.
I mean, it's a public building.
It is, yeah.
Um,
We have so much division between the borough and the public right now. I mean,
Right.
even this room, there's a wrought iron gate between us and them. There's a wall. I think we need to be more open. We're trying to,
I mean, I see her, people just popping in here, but that's the whole reason you have set hours.
Right.
See
Yes.
the sliding glass
Yeah,
door
we
and
built that
doors
wall.
Yeah,
closed.
we didn't have
Right.
any of that before, there was no.
Yeah, we
glass
built that
doors,
for
It
her.
was just all open,
Yeah.
the other place, so.
I promised her I would bring it up. That's all.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
She is secure behind her wall and her window.
we should look for us to borrow some of the police's mace.
If somebody really nasty comes in here, she's gonna throw me in the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we had
Moving forward.
She's not here by herself.
Right.
You're here by
No, right,
yourself when
but-
it's locked, but,
Yeah,
But the doors are locked at that point.
yeah, that's what,
yeah. Okay, wish we did bring it up. I don't see the point.
I think what we've gone forward with the changing of the locks is gonna give a lot of peace of mind too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe so, yes. Okay. Social media policy.
Okay, I wrote it, did everybody have a chance to fully read it?
Yes. I read it twice.
Is there any issues with it?
Let me see if I have any highlights in yours.
Or anything that needs to be added?
Oh, yeah, I would like to hear. I have a question. It's just, like I said, it's just because I don't know. This here, certain standards, what are the certain standards? My standards and your standards and G's could all be different things, so. could we-
We can change it to emphasize it more, but what would we emphasize it to, because it's
That's fine.
basically just saying to serve constituents in a civilized and unbiased manner. So,
Then just get rid of that.
I don't understand, like, includes all means of communication, like, if I wanna say happy birthday to somebody, is that included in that? I mean, you have a freedom of speech, I can be penalized when I say something on Facebook underneath this?
No, this is,
Or does
Okay,
it
so
have to
that-
do
that's
like with
just
Borough
council.
matters
Yeah.
or
that
anything
part,
like that?
that part that includes all means of communication is just the definition of social media, because you have to include definitions in stuff like this.
Okay, so we could get rid of
Right
this.
now, the current social media policy states that nobody can talk about borough business online. So anybody who's mentioned the borough, which is almost every council member, past and present, and almost every employee.
So that's me advertising the movies a couple of years ago, I was breaking the
I mean,
policy.
events is a borough official group, so yeah, technically events is breaking social media policy, the current one.
Okay, so that's why we have this then.
Well, I think, before we go any further, I think Scott's gonna have to review it,
Yes.
Yes,
this
all the
ordinance.
time, right?
I'm sorry?
You always would review our ordinances,
I
yeah.
have to, yeah.
Yeah,
And I
that's
will.
that's what we pay them for, the big bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, and we live in Paula.
Oh, that's not mine, that's the one.
Oh, that's it, okay.
No, yeah, I
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
I think it's.
Okay, do I have any more questions on this?
So,
We don't have to.
So we just have to clean up the
do
wording,
anything,
that's good, it's good, and it,
go ahead.
What happens if a council member is caught in violation of this?
Yeah, I did not get to, I actually wanted to see if anybody had anything to add to it, because it's not complete. Consequences be added, for lack of a better term.
we can't kick somebody off council, they have to do a felony.
No, actually, we can't kick anyone off council, only the court of common.
Yeah, I mean, if they do a felony, the court
And at
will.
the end of the day, you cannot restrict free speech. You can address it as a group, but quite frankly, at the end of the day, it's up to each individual council member to, for lack of a better word, behave.
Mhm.
But,
No, yeah, this isn't doing anything against free speech. I mean, it says don't use
Right.
profane, obscene, vulgar language. Don't
I just-
threaten anybody. Don't
There's more sites for board.
discriminate against race, creed, color, gender, all that. Don't post sexual content. Everything that just makes sense, that abides by the laws. Personal data, protected health information, violates legal ownership. Information that is not public record. It's not anything that would stop anybody from saying.
are you anticipating adopting this tonight, or letting me
No.
review it? Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, no. I'm gonna make it on your pennies.
I just wanted to see if anybody had anything.
No, I just, like I said, it's just a couple little words need cleaned up, I think it was good. And something that we talked about 4 years ago that never got done.
Yeah, because it was immediately shut, because nobody wants to hear about social media.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it's here today.
Okay, next on the agenda was a resignation
Didn't she rescind it?
but in turn rescinded.
Is there a way, Scott, that we can put it, you have to attend so many meetings?
I thought we did establish that.
No.
You can't,
I mean, the short answer to your question is no. You can literally be elected, in November, be sworn in January, and never be seen again. You would have to petition the Court of Common Pleas to remove that member
yeah.
for malfeasance.
Yeah, Jared, that's what Jared was here, what,
We
two
went through
meetings
this
in a
with
year?
Jared, other Jared, and there is no,
We can't do anything, but we can take it to the courts.
Correct.
Our executive board at the union, if you miss, if you miss 3 meetings, you got a certified letter. If you missed the
Right.
4th, then you were removed from the board by the president and somebody else.
We can send a nice letter
Oh, you
saying
absolutely
that you
can.
made a commitment, you know, cause that's a vote that's missing, that's, you know, we got 6 of us here, we're gonna make her earn her money.
Right.
Be the tiebreaker on the votes.
Yeah, the
I know.
expectation when you run for office is that you're going to attend.
Right,
Right.
it's,
I asked her to make up her mind where she was gonna be.
you know, I like Sherry, but I also like the
Let's
full
hope
council.
yes, and
And you do now have the policy that would permit attendance via telephone, so
Right.
a presence would be appreciated.
but we can still do it that way. Alright. ATV ordinance.
Oh, hey, I had some questions on that.
Who would like to start?
Me. My opinion is the hours here. If we use these hours, Ken can't come to our meetings.
don't you have,
See,
you
Ken,
have a car
see,
anymore?
Ken, that's what they were putting all the time.
No, that's what
I
Huh?
My eyes aren't the greatest.
Yeah, this is presented for discussion.
Yeah, that's why I just, because by March, you have to be off by 5 PM. If we have a late meeting April through September, well, if we go back to the voting, it's not a problem, you know. I'm bringing this up for you, not against you, that we need to extend these hours. That's all.
I think we ought to just run 6 AM to 10 PM. Man,
That's good. One
Yeah.
time,
One-
at a time, or, because when you do different days, different hours, that's like we said earlier, the thing, that just sets up for mistakes, for not knowing, for things to happen. Have one set,
yeah.
and that's good. 6 AM, you can, you know, go where you need to go, if you're always home by 10 anyhow, right?
So did you get in trouble for this last time, and that's why we're trying to push this through?
No.
No, we just
I
don't
do
have
have
one.
I do have a concern about this. This is a borough, it's not a township.
Right.
I find that this is gonna be okay until someone's kid gets hit,
Mhm.
injured. Then we have we have potential lawsuit over this. I think it's a bad idea,
Okay.
honestly, I do.
Well, I think-
If we're a tight confined town, we're not Kiski Township, we're not Gilpin Township,
We don't have back roads.
Parks Township, yeah, we don't have back roads. I think this is a huge issue for our town. You know, kids are gonna be on dirt bikes then.
Right.
I mean, people are gonna break this ordinance.
Oh, they're on dirt bikes now. and
That's
they're
what I'm
electric
saying,
bikes.
and
I
it's
got-
just gonna get worse if we put this through, I think, honestly.
Sunday night at 10 o'clock, I had 2 coming down with no lights down 6th Street.
I do too.
Well,
I
those
have
kids
more
riding
bikes
around
than
those
two.
little bikes like idiots all over the
Yeah,
place.
these electric bikes are a problem.
They
I
are.
mean, that's another
Yeah.
thing.
Your ATVs.
Opened up.
That's another thing, if we have this for this, is somebody gonna say, why don't you have it for the electric bikes? Why don't you have it for the golf cart? Well, it can't be golf cart, because that's a state thing or whatever.
Right.
But I'm just throwing it out there, why don't you have it for the little Tyco, whatever, kids' 2-year-old cars?
Right.
The guys ride their little carts, the wheelchairs, motorized.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you're gonna have more problems with those than you're gonna have with the ATVs, because the ATVs have to be licensed, plated, and insured. So if there is an accident, it's just like your automobile, they get taken care of. It's all these, little things that are running around. I was up, what was the building we just boarded up, Ron? Up there, was it on,
On
Fourth?
Street and.
Yeah, on the corner there, the place that the windows are falling out. I was up there boarding it up. I was up there for maybe 2 hours, back and forth. There must have been a dozen kids running around on those little scooters with 2 people on them, flying down the sidewalks, the streets and everything.
Are you on South Fourth?
Oh,
No, North Fourth, where
The like yellow
the house on the corner.
The
It's
yellow
called,
building?
You gotta let
Apartments.
kids be kids though. I mean, I can
Yeah.
tell you all the stuff I did when I was a kid.
Oh,
I rode
sure.
my
I
bike-
like the
I
difference.
rode my
Really
bike-
fresh.
I rode my bike from Edmond to Apollo to go to the pool every day. We were kids, they're kids.
Right, but kids out in the main street without, I mean, if you're gonna be out there, I have no objection to kids playing, you know, they need a place to play.
They're up
But
and
when
down
they
the
don't
road.
pay attention to the stop signs or the traffic, and they just fly around like maniacs doing dangerous things, yeah, they're kids, but they're the ones that are gonna cause an accident
But they also
before.
didn't have motors on them when
Right.
police is what I
There's
think.
no
Oh, back
parental,
then they did,
there's
yeah.
no parental authority anymore.
But we
They have
can't,
these kids and they turn them.
we can't put authority on people's kids, we're not their parents, we can't be from no of it. Except I can for Anthony, because I'm his parent.
A part of this does mention having permits from the borough,
Yes.
and I do like that. To have to show that you're licensed, the ATV, it has a title and registration, and you have insurance. It does mention something about a famous reading outdoors permit.
Yeah, that's any type of tropical air.
Okay.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
scratch
cause I was
that
gonna
out.
say, it's
Okay.
260 miles away.
The other thing you need to consider, just from experience, is the fact that the state law requires any street or area that is approved for operation, signage, beginning and end. So you're going to have to invest in signs. If you pick street A, it's gotta be signed from beginning to end, unless you're doing it borough-wide. And I will tell you, based on the municipalities I've worked with, those signs are not cheap.
Right.
Is this, it's gonna sound stupid, is this necessary?
That's a policy question for the council.
That's what I'm asking, is
Yeah.
this necessary?
I
To
don't
have
think
to
we need
invest
to.
time, like for Scott's time and charge for that, to
Plus
invest
the
for
police.
signages, plus the cops to
Regulate it.
regulate
Then if you
it.
do
It's
it
a
now,
word.
you
We
gotta
don't
worry
have
about
one
people,
already.
gotta worry about
Yeah,
people crossing First Street and the
We
highway.
can write this all up, but if we don't have police working, they can't enforce it.
Right.
And they know to look for a blue truck or a grayish, green, whatever color my brother's is. If they're not out there, there's no cop working.
Right.
And they can go do what
It's
they
open
want, so,
season.
I mean, is this just a waste of time is what I'm saying? I mean, I think Ken has not run me over yet, so I'm thinking, do we need it? He can just still ride his thing, and at this point, we don't really need, I think, to invest in this. Cause how many of these vehicles do we have in town? Unless there's an event and they're policing for us. Just here,
But
right?
then that's under the
Just
agenda.
myself, as far as I know.
Yeah, so do we need to spend all this
Well, I
time and
make a big
energy, money
thing
on
about
it?
it, and even, I mean, we wanna be transparent with the public, which we are, but still, I think you're opening up a whole can of worms
Right.
if you just
I
keep
believe
passing.
so.
Right. So we could just nix this and let Ken ride like he wants.
Carry on, and,
Just don't run me over.
Good.
Just be careful.
are you okay with that? Is that,
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
okay, everybody in agreement? We need to
I
take a
have
vote
no
on it.
problem with it.
No, you take it.
Good?
Table it.
Okay.
You got better, that's better than what would be for the best, I think.
Okay. Be careful and behave.
Well, you're no
Now,
fun.
do they still get a DUI? He goes to chambers and ties one on and drives home?
Yes,
Yep.
Oh, you
absolutely.
gotta learn the bicycle. I think Ronnie's been one
Golf
of
cart.
us, somebody on the bicycle.
Lawnmower, ATV, doesn't matter what you're doing.
Puts in on drink.
Moving forward. No, he gets wing drunk.
Yeah. I don't know what spices she's putting on there for you.
Replacement installation of handicap ramp. We need to do the approval of the ordinance.
No, you need to have the ordinance first.
First, the ordinance. Still stuck on this ATV.
Table that till March, please.
Okay. Do we have the ordinance right here?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is it, I know the state likes to throw in all kinds of things, is it mandatory that every corner have the handicap ramp?
Interestingly enough, the state does not require, installation unless it's a state-funded project. So I think what we're looking at here, my understanding was, utility comes in and does some work.
Right.
If they disrupt a corner, we want them to install a handicap accessible curb.
Can I have a comment to that? Which doesn't make sense, because it has to be a specific slope and angle,
Yep,
and you put it on a hill like this,
yep.
Well, the reason I brought it up is our corner up here at Armstrong and Ninth. It's actually causing a flood because of the way the hill slopes down. And like you said, the angle that you have to have and stuff, it's just making a ski jump to flood all the houses going down here 9th Street.
And I did talk to Dom about that, before the final design goes in for 9th Street.
Okay,
Me and him are gonna actually go over there and actually come up with something. Either put a grate up from there to catch the water before it even crosses Armstrong. We're gonna come up with something for that.
Is there a basin there?
What's
Is
that?
there an actual storm basin there? Like-
There is nothing.
Nothing.
9th Street only has
That's the
2
one thing.
drains in the whole street.
we're
Wow.
being passed so many times, that intersection, instead of rolling down this way and rolling this way, it actually comes down and up because it's patch on patch on patch.
Yeah. That's the one, right, this first on, my first committee I was put on was on the streets. And when we hired Dom on, he's like, where are the storm basins? We just simply, when they did the SOAR thing, they simply just did not put them in. Not the drains, we have the drains, we don't have, there's supposed to be a basin in each intersection, that we don't have. So the water is finding its way to the river, which it does naturally, which is under our rivers. If you are, I live, you know where I live.
Yep.
Most of you know where I live. Every time it rains or this snow melting, I get a wet basement, and I have really strong dehumidifiers down there.
80% of the
Yeah.
water.
I mean, it just runs downhill to the rivers, goes right through our
Everything in my
basements.
basement is up on pallets.
Mine is too, and like I said, I got some
Me too,
serious
right here.
dehumidifiers down there, yes.
24/7.
The drainage, I don't know, you call it a basin or sewage drain, whatever it is, catty corner from Tom's garage is there, but it's not even hooked up. It fills up with water and floods the whole intersection every time it rains.
Well, it's hooked up, I don't have no design on it, but there is a grate in the sidewalk, I have to lift the lid, and leaves get caught on that grate, and but I don't know where it goes.
Uh-oh.
So,
But the
every
majority of
street
it
that we
stays in the
do-
intersection as opposed to going down.
Right, but every street that we do get grants and paved, there will be storm drains in them.
Question, if we get a grant for it, is that considered government funded?
Yes,
Okay, so we need them.
and they will require you as part of the design process.
So we will need them on every intersection,
They're
because we're gonna get grants to
Yeah,
fix
they're going to
everywhere.
require.
Okay.
We're talking more of disruption,
Like the
utility
way up here.
disruption. A place where it didn't exist before and now we want one.
Anything else? I believe we have nothing left to discuss.
Executive session, I make the motion we go into executive session right now.
All right.
I'll second it. Nope, yeah, you can say.
Are we going to go into the room, or are we going to send them out?
Thanks, ladies.
We're out
Oh,
of here.
really? Okay. Take your time.
He has everything she needs to-
broke the camera.
Oh, you guys, you didn't wanna.
Thank you, Scott, for pulling that out at the last moment, because at the last meeting, he was not here. Some signals got
It's a-
crossed. Everybody approved it, but she physically needed.
So we're
When I
back,
tell you I get all complaints, I get all complaints, seriously.
we're back on the record. The purpose of the executive session was to discuss ongoing litigation. Thank you.
Thank you.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll second it.
Meeting adjourned.
First, Mark second, you went first.